Okay, V'achnosam, we're continuing in Likutay Moharan, Torah Daled, Siman Zayin. V'achnosam shelu chayos ros, chachmei teva, and the way to subjugate these chayos ros, these evil animals, the chachmei teva, the scientists, which we said before, they ruined the kol kriya, the voice of the Yom Tov, which is coming to tell us that Hashem rules over the world, and that we should have fear in Hashem. So the way to subjugate them spiritually, it's through the great chacham, the holy great chacham, who knows how to attach all of the desires to the root of the desire. There are a number of ways of understanding this. One simple way is everything that Hashem wants in this world is His desire. He wants that rocks should be heavy and should be hard, and He wants that trees should have green branches, and should grow tall. And He wants everything that is, even things we could even like everything that the Rebbe gives example of osios, that the osios Hashem created with a specific shape, and it's megala His ratzon. It shows that He wanted the os yud should look like a little dot, and the os vav should look like a line. And these are revelations of Hashem's ratzon. When there's an earthquake, it's a revelation of Hashem's ratzon. When there's anything that happens, now there's also, you can understand it as the ritzonos. When he says that the chacham shebekdusha should attach all the ritzonos to the shorsh ratzon, he's also referring to the ritzonos of people, and that also could be he takes our ratzon and shows how it's connected to the shorsh ratzon. Shorsh ratzon is Hashem's ultimate reason or desire in creating the world. Shesham hu bechinas histalkus Moshe. Now in the Shorsh Ratzon, there's the bechina of histalkus Moshe. Kiyadu. This is they do a thing. It's like Rava deriving. It's atik or some very high level in Kabbalah. Vehu bechinas metzach haratzon, and this is also called metzach haratzon. Bechinas vayal mitzchol l'ratzon. There should be. We see this as a pasuk. It should be on his forehead to be meratzeh. When there's a korban that's brought in the Beis Hamikdash and it's pasul, it's tameh, then when they put it onto the mizbeach, let's say by accident, then Hashem accepts it, and it's because of the tzitz that's meratzeh. And he has to attach all of the ritzonos that there are in the whole world to shorsh haratzon. And through this, he's machnia, he subjugates and he cancels out the way of thinking of the chachmei teva, who they themselves are kofar b'shorsh haratzon. They disagree with the fact that there is a fundamental desire of Hashem that rules the world, and Hashem runs the world through His own desire. So when they would take, on a simple level, when they take everything, all the scientific things, all the things that we see are Ratzon Hashem, and everything that we have around us in our world, physical or even spiritual, and he connects that, the Chacham Gadol B'Shebekdusha connects that to the Ratzon of Hashem, and shows how it's connected to Ratzon Hashem, so that automatically cancels out all the way of thinking of the scientists. However, we're going to see now exactly the opposite, how there is such a person, or there's such a power that's doing exactly the opposite, that's trying to connect everything, that shows that everything is not connected to Hashem. Parallel to this, there is the concept of metzach hanachash, the ford of the snake. Shehu shorsh chachmei teva, which is the root of the wise people of the scientists are rooted in this power, or in this source, which is called metzach hanachash, the ford of the snake, as opposed to the metzach haratzon, which we said is connected to the shorsh haratzon. We have the metzach hanachash, which is connected to the shorsh hanachash, shorsh chachmei teva. V'chinasu mitzchas nachoshes al raglov. And he had a mitzchas nachoshes al raglov. I guess that's a plate, or I'm not sure exactly what mitzchas is. Part of thing of nechoshes on his feet. Could be some type of armor he's talking about. Hanemer begolius, which they said about Goliath, that he had this type of piece of metal on his legs, on his feet. Hainu bechinas metzach hanachash kanal. This is the metzach hanachash. Ki Goliath hay kofar, because Goliath was a kofar. V'hay rotze laharos shekol sibus hakol piyateva, and he wanted to show that all the causes, or all from everything that happens, all because of chiyuv hateva, that nature dictates this. Chas v'shalom. Shezeh bechinas metzach hanachash kanal. And this is the idea of metzach hanachash, showing that everything is rooted in, has a source specifically in teva. In contrast to metzach haratzon, which we said is everything has a contrast, everything has a root in Hashem, in Hashem's ratzon, Hashem's specific desire. V'zeu raglav b'chinas sibos, and this is why he had this metal plate or metal armor thing on his leg, because raglav is b'chinas sibos. There are causes. We're going to see that in Lashon HaKodesh in Hebrew, that regel can also mean reason. So the argument here between the tzaddik, or the battle between this tzaddik, the Chachmei Teva, and the Chachmei Teva and Goliath, is specifically in what the reason for everything that happens. What is it? Is it that it's dictated by nature, and nature is what is the real reason why everything happens, Chas v'shalom, or is it dictated by Hashem's ultimate ratzon? Hashem wants it, that's why it happens. Kopia teva chas v'shalom shezeh b'chinas metzach hanachash v'zeh ragli b'chinas sibus k'mo shekasav yivarech Hashem oscha l'ragli b'sibosi. So it says in Bereshis, Lavan says to Yaakov, he says Vivarch Hashem oscha l'ragli. Or sorry, Yaakov said to Lavan that Hashem blessed you, Hashem gave you a lot of riches, all because of me. Yaakov says to Lavan, and he says he uses the word l'ragli, means to because of me, sibosi. Ki hu apirusham, because that's what the word means, l'ragli. The Yaakov is saying to Lavan, Hashem Yisbarach Hayim Savev because Yaakov is saying to Lavan that Hashem brought bracha to Lavan specifically through Yaakov and because of Yaakov. So here we see that the legs specifically refer to the causes for things. Actually, Yaakov told however, Yaakov, he's like this Chacham Shebekdusha, he is the Chacham Shebekdusha, and he connects all of the happenings in the world. And he connects all of the reasons for the happenings in the world to Hashem Yisbarach, to Hashem. So the argument here, and Goliath, Hayatola, Kol Sibus, Shil b'metzach hanachash, Hayno b'chiyuv hateva, v'zeh mitzchas nachoshes haraglav kana. And Goliath did the exact opposite. He connected all the Sibus to mitzchas hanachoshes, to the metzach hanachash, which is the principle, the false principle that nature dictates everything that happens. So we have a complete contrasting confrontation between the Chachmei Teva. We're going to see later the confrontation between Chachmei Teva between the Chacham Gadol Shebekdusha, the great wise holy master man, and Goliath. We're going to see later that was Mamash David HaMelech who battled against Goliath, and he was battling against this on this topic.